5. Well, thanks for letting me talk. I've learned a lot, including there are way too many words on my slides right now. But I'm going to go really fast and talk about a whole bunch of things that I've learned in my travels across the country in the last 3 years doing geospatial strategic planning for state government. It's been a lot of fun because I got my start in state government working in Mass GIS in the mid-'80s and into the early '90s. Since then, I've been a partner at Applied Geographics, and again, most of my work is doing strategic planning in the kinds of places that are depicted on this map. And as Holly said, it's all about the data, and states are a really incredibly rich source of data, and most states, led by Massachusetts, are incredibly generous about giving what they've got to everyone who wants it for free. So what I'd like to do is look at 5 states, do a little compare and contrast about how they organize their government geospatial stuff, what kind of holdings they have, and most specifically, their data sharing practices, kind of pausing in the 2 seconds that I have to talk about what's unique and different in each of them. Starting at the home state of Massachusetts, GIS is in the Energy and Environmental Affairs Department. It has been since the late 1980s. They have about 15 full-time equivalents running the show. And as Holly said, there's some threats, and it may move into the Information Technology Department. We benefit from our small, dense geography, but we get hurt by the 351 cities and towns. We don't have counties to make our chunks of geography and our geospatial coordination easier. We have a great portal website, makes over 200 data layers freely available. Not only that, but you can consume some of these data through web services live. In general, there's willingness to share, but there's some holdouts at the local government level. In Arkansas, GIS is located as its own cabinet-level department. It's a tiny little department, recently happened this year, a small centralized staff of 6 people. And then again, there's lots of agency activity in the usual suspects, transportation, environment, et cetera. They have large rural geography, so they're 5 times as large as we are with half of population. But they only have 75 counties to coordinate, but it's still quite a lot. The other thing is road center lines are tough in rural areas. What's on Google isn't always right, and the states have to deal with that. Fantastic portal. They've made it look a little like Google, but type in the white box for what data you're looking for. And most of all, Arkansas, everyone shares. No data holdouts, no people selling data. They do it right. Utah, Automated Geographic Resource Center, one of the oldest programs and a very well-staffed and well-funded program for a state that size with population, that size based on population, 18 people. Huge geography, lots of it sparse, although Salt Lake City Valley is one of the densest places I've been recently. Only 29 counties, and they do a really good job of staying in touch with their counties, and that's really important to building good state infrastructure. Hundreds of data sets publicly available through their portal again. And again, data are free, and more, you don't have to download the data, just plug into it through consumable web services. Most counties share, but a few holdouts who are selling their stuff are just considering it mine. Delaware, no centralized geospatial organization, nothing comparable to ITD, to Mass GIS. There's one guy who calls himself the GIS manager in the Office of State Planning and kind of loosely coupled goodwill coordination. They benefit greatly from their tiny semi-dense geography, only 3 counties, and they're the only state in the nation that has statewide parcels, statewide 2-foot contours, and statewide 1-foot ortho resolution. Clearly the best statewide data available. Again, freely shared through their portal. The portal's a little old, but it does the job, lets you download the stuff, lets you get at the metadata. And again, general willingness to share, but it's no one's job to kind of facilitate sharing and pull the pieces together. Kansas, geospatial coordination is kind of split. One person in the Information Technology Department doing coordination, but the heavy technical lifting gets done at the University of Kansas, where they have 5 people on state funding who run their portal and run their clearinghouse. Again, they suffer from huge rural and agricultural geography, 105 counties, a lot of cats to herd to get things like parcels together on a statewide basis. And interestingly enough, in a very flat state, one of the things they want the most is better elevation data. You need better detail the flatter you are. Again, excellent portal, and again, not only can you download the data, but you can plug into services, KML services, WMS services, as well as ESRI services. So, good data is core. States are an important data source for you if you want to use it for your own purposes, but also for the big guys like Google and Microsoft and Bing. They get a lot of their content from the states. There's a lot of variety to navigate, very interesting, and a lot of fun doing this job, and being done.